Hi Professor, this is my final project. And next slide, choose data mining problem and data sets. I have chosen diabetics prediction problem as an example on data mining. First is the user data set, which consists of individual level variables such as age, gender, weight, etc. And second is the training data set consisting of examples from patients without diabetes to help train the model. Methods used in diabetes prediction. Diabetes is a serious condition that can be life threatening if not treated properly. And accuracy when predicting future blood sugar levels from the past month preliminary analysis has shown strong relationship between various factors, sleep, exercise, habits, etc. And this is the experiment design. Diabetes prediction study was designed as a two-factor randomized control trial. The main outcome measure for this study was change in target variables between groups. Results showed that there were no significant difference in change in target variables between the intervention and control group access all time points. This suggests that neither the intervention or control group had an effect on improving important diabetes risk factors among participants. Overall, the diabetes prediction study did not seem to influence improving or worsening important diabetes risk factors like the study was to determine if an intervention would improve or worsen considerable diabetes risk factors such as blood pressure, cholesterol, and BMI. And here is the exploratory data analysis. EDA has become an important tool for researchers in many different fields because it allows them to collect large amounts of data very quickly. And SVM had the best overall performance but also created a high amount of noise clouding certain regions of the data, which made interpretation difficult. And EDA is especially useful when there are difference between grouping of data, for example, between variables or groups within a variable, since it can allow researchers to identify these differences easily. In this exploratory data analysis is used to identify the differences in how well different methods predict diabetes within groups of patients. Even though all three approaches were ultimately successful, ED has shown that there are substantial disparities between them when predicting diabetes among group of patients. Test trend split. This test trend split of the diabetes prediction in the diabetes prediction model, such as being successful in identifying those risks of the developing diabetes. There are many unanswered questions about the diabetes prediction model, but this needs to be addressed in order to improve its accuracy. One question that needs further exploration is how effective the test trend split is of reducing prediction error among high risk individuals. Continued with the work, this tool could have a significant impact on preventing diabetes throughout the populations worldwide. And this is important to continue research into this model so that we can better predict when an individual will develop diabetes and potentially prevent it from happening. And this is the logistic regression. Logistic regression of the diabetes prediction is the risk there is a lack of information. Factors are important in predicting the onset of diabetes. One major concern when attempting to use logistic regression is the prediction error, or how well the predictions made by the model match up with actual data occurrences. It should also be able to handle different types of observations, including categorical, gender, and continuous variables such as blood pressure readings, etc. And we need one major concern attempting to logistic regression is the prediction error. However, models incorporating multiple features have shown better performance overall the utilizing a single feature alone. And this is the neighbors classifier. And K neighbors classifies the diabetes prediction is the K-Neighbors classifier measures the similarity of data between rows and uses it predict probabilities. And this KNN has been successful in classifying diabetes cases within 80 to 90% accuracy. This could involve using them as input features when training predictive models or output classification from classification algorithms. The KNN classification algorithm is a machine that classifies records in 1-2 categories based on similarity between them. There are still some limitations that need to be worked out, such as using single large sets of training data. And this is a support vector classifier. This is an example of SVMs, SVC, which have demonstrated impressive performance on many classification tasks such as handwriting and recognition and image recognition. However, some potential applications of SVMs remain largely unexplored due to their high computational cost. There are many classifiers that can be used for diabetes prediction. One of the most popular is support vector, and the average or proposed method achieved to up to two-fold improvement over state of the art software based implementations for sparse linear regression using lazy inference mechanisms that significantly reduce training time. In this paper, we'll reduce how it works and some commonly used applications. And random forest classifier is the first important to determine the number of trees that will be used in the random forest. And random forest classifier is a good choice for diabetes prediction because it can be used to make predictions about which patients are likely to develop, and this is based on their historical medical data. And the algorithms comes in a variety of forms, but they all have some things in common, such as the capacity to drastically reduce the amount of training instances. Number of trees that will be employed in the random forest needs to be determined first. And here are the screenshots of the importing libraries and importing data and EDA. EDA means before I had told you EDA, exploratory data analysis. And here are the screenshots of the importing libraries, importing data and EDA. Here you can see the drastic changes of the graph. And here you can see one hot encoding and everything. Here you can see the screenshot of the one hot encoding, and here the feature selection, and you can see everything here. And you can find that test transcript model selection. Here are the references, and thank you for this.